Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Myogi. Welcome to my first ever, well actually to be specific, first live Let's Play of Initial D Extreme Stage, the PlayStation 3 port of the all-famous Initial D Arcade Stage 4, before everything gets effed up. If you want to ask me, ask Shuichi Shigeno. He's the one who messed this game up big time ever since 5th stage came out. Yeah, sure, the FC and R32 was the best installment, but still, it destroyed the series with wings. Anyway, enough about the ranting. Yep, what you're seeing right now is the opening cinematic of, you know what? I'm really doubting if this is either CGI or the real thing. Just look at that. That majestic hand though. Anyway, so yep, this is Initial D Extreme Stage. It also shares the same opening as that of Initial D Arcade 4. Just to mind you, you've seen my previous videos, right? The Tomo versus Takeshi one. This is actually the main, yeah, I think I'll be using my main account here. Yep. We'll be using the Skyline, of course. What else are we gonna use? Let me just check if I have any pending fights on this one. If not, I'm switching to my other account. Yeah. Oh my god, I did. Alright. We're gonna do it as is. Are we? Yeah, we're gonna do it as is. Okay, so just to give you a heads up, these are all the characters in the game and the rivals. The ones that are slightly darker, I already beat them once. It doesn't mean we cannot race them again. It's just that some conditions will be slightly different. And actually, to follow on the how the game goes about, well actually the story goes about at my end on Speedo no Densetsu, we will start with the S14. By the way, this is not the official S14 used in my series. This is actually the Zenki model. I modified it to look like the Koki. I'm desperate! Don't ask me, I was desperate for the Koki. And let's get it started. By verse against, yep, back to Itsuki. And it's 885, level 1. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I already double checked on my data. I actually had this thing on a hard. By instinct. Anyway, alright, so we're gonna face off against Itsuki, level 1. Sorry if it only took me 4 minutes before we get the actual playthrough started. Also, one thing not present in the arcade which the game has, the console game has, is tips and tricks. If you know your Japanese and your hiragana katakana, this will help. If you don't, well screw you. I'm kidding. It's all basics. It's all in the basics. Anyway, X is gas, square is brake, triangle is change location, circle is to go blind. R1, L1 is gear up, gear down respectively. And yeah, and you can only use the D-pad, unfortunately.
いやー、雨ってやっぱ滑るもんだな。さっきも結構ドキドキしちまったよ。
でも前よりだいぶ上手くなってると思うぜ、いつき。
そうか？そう言ってもらえるとなんか自信つくんだよな。お、ちょうどいいところに。やあ、また会ったね。あれから走り込みもしたし、俺の8号もだいぶパワーアップしたんだぜ。それでもしよかったらまた一緒に走ってみない？
Alright, actually, when he said something about power up, I was thinking this is 4th stage Itsuki. His outside looks no different from the first one, other than the fact that he might have had his turbo installed. Alright, we're gonna take it easy. This race is practically boring. Don't be surprised if Itsuki actually overtakes me at the beginning. That's quite expected, and this is not what I expected of the S14. Actually, this is playing again on my favor. Move. Thank you. Goodbye. Alright, like I said earlier, this actually goes on my favor. You know that the S14 Koki is actually a Rain Maista. And I'm not talking like Setsuna when I say Maista. Yeah, the S14 is normally driven by Kenta Nakamura of the Red Suns, so this would actually play good on our end. To give you a heads up on what the actual plot is on a normal circumstance, when you did not when you did not defeat Itsuki yet, he was actually so proud to get his new AE85, fangasming it with Takumi on his side, and practically sees you, and he actually makes unique comments based on the car that you drive. If he says 86, if you drive an AE86, he'll give the same reaction as that of, like, you know, say 86 Bros Pro Life. Hashtag brotherhood. And if you use something else, he'll say anything differently. He's practically a fanboy of any car in general. I never tried with the 86 yet if he's gonna say, "Is that your dad?" Just kidding. Alright, even in difficult mode on the retake, Itsuki is not that hard, mind you. If you still have Initial D Arcade Stage 4 in your arcade, they're not making any licenses anymore, and on this note, they are actually just, this is the only course that most players, a lot of them are casuals, yes, a lot of casuals, and not so serious types, they will always, and I mean always, main this track. And whether you have a card or not, you used to play Initial D Arcade Stage before, they would always challenge you in this area. It is so boring here, honestly. It's only exhilarating when they're right behind you. So, for those beginners out there who just got this game after a long nostalgia trip, just remember that Lake Akina's purpose is to give you the basics. What I'm actually doing is a bit of advanced. Pro tips, try to stay as close as possible to the inside. The physics of Initial D Arcade Stage 4 is not like Wangan Midnight, my Let's Play, which don't worry, I'll be continuing, by the way. Nor is it like Gran Turismo. This is totally arcade-ish. Totally arcade-ish. And you have three options: watch replay, save replay, and exit. Yes, I've been grinding that much for the entire time this game has been in my life. Oh, by the way, for those who are still playing this one, after you beat them again, you get a new accessory for your avatar. Your avatar normally starts out with a white t-shirt and brown hair.
走り込んで上手くなったと思ったんだけどな。もっと練習して上手くならなきゃな。いつか匠と二人でアキナの最速コンビと呼ばれるようになったら必ずリターンマッチを申し込むよ。それじゃあまたね。
You think that's already over? Yeah, it always starts this friendly. That's what most Initial D characters from first to fourth stage actually are. Half of them are friendly. That is how racing's supposed to be, not like what we see in Maximum Tune communities. If you were on the Facebook group that I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. We'll actually be tackling, we'll be doing one map per Let's Play.
まだバトルし足りないって？そっか。そりゃ俺だってリターンマッチしたいけど、さっき負けたばっかですぐもう一度バトルするってのもな。代わりにこいつが相手になるよ。
おい、いつき。いい
じゃねえかよ、匠。もう何度もバトルしてるんだしさ。俺も助手席乗るから、また8号の限界走行を見せてくれよ。
ちょっと待て。悪いけどさ、いつき。助手席じゃなくて後ろに乗ってくれ。え？リアシート？なんか意味あんの？それ。まああると言えばあるような、ないと言えばないような。何それ？自分でもよく分かってねえな、こいつ。
Alright, to give you a good idea of what just happened there, I never actually played the second half or the wet version of Lake Akina second stage. Now you remember, This actually happened when Takumi versus Kenta at Mount Myogi. He asked Itsuki actually to sit at the back. Why? For him to be able to throw the car sideways easier and much more controllable according to Takumi. Or Takumi, I'm sorry for my weeaboo. Also, I'll give them a 20-second gap to explain what's happening. 2, 1. Okay, now we go. Yeah, this is the only way for me to make this game a bit of a challenge. Actually, yes, by the way, I said earlier you can only use the D-pad. I mean, the analog stick, you cannot use the D-pad for this. So you gotta learn, if you're not on a steering wheel, you gotta learn how to initiate those drifts with a D-pad. Honestly, I now regret doing that 20-second gap thing. Now we have to perfect the rest of the race. Okay, oh! I nearly hit that one. 10, 9. Yeah, I now officially regret this. By the way, yeah, for those who haven't heard of initially Arcade 4, this is the part that everybody hated. Gear 5 slows you down immensely on cornering. I mean, what is this? Bye. Now really need to pick up the pace here. We only got 5. Slowly. Yeah, if you notice, every time I extend the corner, whenever I drop down to 185 kilometers, I really have to downshift. Reason being, I want to keep my acceleration high. Whoop! Not again. 6, 5, 4, 3. I got 3 seconds. If I actually hit triple zeros and I didn't make it to the checkpoint, I'm dead. I would seriously kill myself if I'm not able to hit lap 3. If I get a timeout before lap 3, I'm still gonna kill myself. In the arcade, it's automatic timeout. If I'm right, I think. Oh, I noticed this just now. S14 Zenki's best rate apparently is... This is counterclockwise, right? I think this is counterclockwise. Well, hello! Now I thought I was gonna be outgunned there. Oh, by the way, you also see the advantage meter. They peak at a certain gap level. Don't be surprised if you cannot outrun them beyond that. And we're gonna go back and go to the next stage. So practically, to give you a good idea of what happened, if you're versing against Takumi in Itsuki's 86 on dry, he does the 4th stage conversation. If you versus him on the wet, he's gonna do the 1st stage versus Kenta conversation. They practically covered the 1st and 4th stage completely in this game. Nearly. Alright, I think that's the signal that Itsuki already had enough being get wrecked and decides to leave. By the way, I think I know my first thumbnail now for this episode. Thank you, Sega. Thank you. Oh, correction, Sega Rosso. Well, still Sega in a sense. Next, we face up against... Well, someone still totally expected and plot related. Any minute now.
Yeah, 君って地元の人？俺たち東京から来て、麓の旅館に泊まってんだけど、なんかアキナって思ったよりも少ないね、走り屋の車。
そうそう、もっと賑やかなのかと思ってたのにな。
だからそれっぽい車見かけたらつい嬉しくなっちゃってさ。どれどれ、ちょっと見せてくれる？僕の S1 号の旧型車か。でもなんか水太りっぽいボディだよね。それで峠なんか走れるの？
でかくて非力ってのが泣けるよね。
まあ峠でドリフトみたいなことしてゆっくり走るのには向いているんじゃない？
そんなこと言っちゃ悪いよ。本人も気にしてるみたいだし。
パーツつけてるのはいいけど、これで遅かったら本当笑えるよね。格好変えても性能使いこなさなきゃ意味ないんだよ。まあ僕はサーキットで速いからちゃんとパーツの性能を使いこなしてるけどね。それにしてもわざわざ東京から来たのになかなかバトルできなくてさ、サーキットで鍛えた僕のテクを見せてやろうと思ったのに。そうだ、せっかくだから君と走ってあげようか。僕のスーパーテクを見たいだろう。
As much as I want to do a King Jong-un meme about that, I don't want to get nuked at home. Anyway, yeah, we're first against the two guys from Tokyo. By the way, Otaku number 2 has the same physical sprite as that of Mika's father in Initial D 5th stage. Check out Initial D World for download links. I'll give them a 10-second gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, you think you're slow? Just watch me. Watch me. Oh, by the way, yo, this is dry now. I think we're already in a bit of a pickle. I'm hit. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. Oops, no. Honestly, this Initial D4 stage is not complete without Mr. Oh no, I'm falling, Toru Sugetsu. I can't believe they took him out of the game. And put him back on Initial D8. What gives? Oh, wait, we gotta say Namco, stupid. Also, by the way, the characters, they say a lot of comments if they are if you are behind. Because if you're always in front, all you hear is ranting, trash talking of them not being able to catch up. Actually, leaving the 10-second gap was a good idea. It's now a challenge. Bye! Ah, no scream. I wanted a scream. Oh, also, if you if you let them lead at the third lap, after that hairpin area, they're gonna say their signature. Yes, King Jamun. Yes, fear me. Anyway, yeah, what I was saying, if you keep the lead up to that point, you would actually hear them do this ultra super late braking. See, the more that I'm on the lead, the more I want to puke on their dialogue lines. They can't say anything else other than those. By the way, guys, like I said, I'm still gonna use my GTR, but not now. When we get to Mount Akagi! That was close. When we get to Mount Akagi against Keisuke, when we face plot armor, that is the time we will do it. And that concludes Lake Akina. Or Lake Akina. Oh my god, my weeaboo, please. My weeaboo, please. I can't stop my weeabooing. Yeah, right. So guys, that concludes Lake Akina. That's the easy map. When we get back, actually, let's wait for the opening cinematic. That will introduce you to our next rival. And I'll give you a bit of a quick detail about it. So, you actually don't unlock anything other than gather points. That's the main theme of the extreme stage. Just like 4th stage, you gain points for the card that you pick. And pretty much mod them at the garage. That's the main difference here. You can access the garage.
やっぱコース変わると随分勝手が違うよな。
その割には楽しそうに走ってたじゃねえか。
できればちょっと腕試ししたいんだけどな。お、見ろよ。ちょうどいいところにそれっぽいのがいるぜ。
バトルふっかけんのか？
そんな大げさなもんじゃねえけどさ。俺ちょっと声かけてくるわ。なあ、ちょっといいかな。俺たちもいつもは別の峠で走ってるんだけど、テクニック磨くために今日は妙義に来たんだ。よかったら付き合わねえか。
And hello to my home course, Mount Myogi, hence the origin of my names. When we get back, we shall face against KenzZ, who finally has the balls to challenge someone. So, this is Myogi, saying see you guys in the next part. By the way, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more, and don't worry, I am not abandoning my Wagon Midnight project.